Welcome, Sagittarius, Capricorn, to your beginning of the month reading for March. This reading is for the 6th through the 14th. Okay, guys, let's see what's going on with you. And remember, friends, if this doesn't resonate with you, you can always watch your regular readings, Rising, Moon, or Venus. Okay. And I do have a new meditation channel up, so if you're interested in that, I have all the details in the description box below the video. Okay. Oh, best message for Sag Cap. Okay. We have the 8 of Wands coming in. Some kind of decline. Clarifying on the decline in the beginning of the month. It almost feels like an unanswered message as well. Like you're trying to get a hold of someone and they're not answering the message, or they keep trying to get a hold of you and you haven't answered the message. Could be one way or the other. But it's definitely, it feels like decline in message. This message is control. Taking back the control of the situation, or being in control of the situation. However, it is the 8, is the, what's that, the Emperor? Yeah, it's the Emperor. Well, however it is the same as the Strength card. Sorry, guys. It's the same as the Strength card, but it's about the affirmation and the control of my emotion and embrace the peace. Maybe you're not answering this message because you're trying to embrace the peace and take the strength to a different level. So it's something also that feels like you're mastering something. You have influence, accepting, compassion, patience, and confidence. But it also feels like if you're not answering this message, maybe it's because you know maybe there's some kind of disagreement or something going on and you just don't want to deal with it at the beginning of the month. Let's see what's going on. Getting straight into the situation. The situation is taking place in the present, recent, past, and near future. Yeah, I'm not going in that direction. Maybe they actually want you to go into a direction that you don't feel is a strong direction. Maybe the message that they're giving out to is some kind of affirmation of weakness, in which you're saying, I'm not going to deal with that right now. This is not where I'm headed. This is not what I want to do with the Chariot. So with the Chariot upside down, you're saying, no, I'm not going that way. I just feel like they're trying to take you off of one area and put you into another area, or they're just really off track. Maybe you feel like they're trying to pull you off track, right? Because no matter what, there would be some kind of setback. So if I answer this message, and maybe this message is something you want to set me back on, and then you'd be going down the ladder, right? So no matter how you're going to see it, it's still some kind of denial, setback. Maybe they're even being unrealistic about the situation, and you're saying, if I did do that, we would be going backwards over here. We're not going backwards. And it feels kind of like it might even be a little bit of a distraction with the Chariot. Holding tight to what you have monetary gains, and you know exactly where you're going and what you want to do. It could be some kind of business offer or some kind of boss or something that's coming through. But whatever the message is, you're saying it's setting me back at this time. Queen of Swords over here cutting through. It's like I'm set on the high road, so I know what I'm doing. Maybe they want to take you something that, you know, somewhere on some kind of business deal or plan or something that just is hopeless. Like, you know, if you're dealing in real estate or something and this client keeps coming back and telling you, you know, that they want this and they want that and this price and that price, and you're saying that's unrealistic, that's not going to happen. So now you're just to the point where you're like, I'm not even going to answer the phone because everywhere you're talking is unrealistic. So maybe they want something for nothing, right? That could be also, which you could end up losing money in the end, right? So it's causing definitely frustration. So it just feels like if I'm not going to answer this message, I'm giving up, right? If you're waiting on money and the arrival is not guaranteed, that's a huge setback as well. So if you're holding close to your, like I said, monetary gains because you've gained a lot, you may be waiting for money and you're still waiting for it to come. So where you're climbing the ladder to success, it just feels like there's maybe even a lot of unanswered questions that are going on around you. And, you know, you're struggling to do your best because you're keeping the strength alive over here. Wow. Yeah. So definitely on the Chariot over here, in the present, you are cold shouldering the situation. This is because in the recent past, you definitely could see that if I didn't do what I was going to do, this could become very disappointing really fast. It feels like there's a turnaround and a quick one. You guys were quickly thinking about this situation. So whatever came up in the recent past, you already had seen kind of the outcome for what's going to happen. And that's why you took control of this situation. This is also control. So you have control and control. So you put all the control into your hands because you said, hey, if I'm not swift and quick about this, this could turn bad real quick. And then here it comes where they're trying to, you know, cause a tower. They're trying to overwhelm you, you know. So yeah, staying out of it. Looking forward, going forward for what you need, right? Because there's other things out there that are gaining your attention. And so you're saying, if I don't answer this call or do what they want me to do, I can just move and travel in this other direction and continue to bring, you know, progress and success my way. So I wouldn't, don't, because you're being recognized in all these different ways, but you might also feel like this other person's kind of standing in the background and you're saying, yeah, but then you're kind of making me a third wheel over here where the monetary gains are not what I want because you're trying to overwhelm the situation. So I say by moving forward, you're definitely getting the attention where you need the attention and not where there's negative attention. And there it is, because this other person, this King of Swords, who could be an Aquarius, is calling you back out and saying, hey, I thought we were going to do this. And you said, no, that is not a step in the right direction. That is a step backwards, my friend. So no matter how he's still trying to call you out and trying to get your attention, there's this very, frustrating situation. Whether or not you actually answer the call or not, you are definitely frustrated and trying to ignore the situation. There's a lot of persistent business going on around you, Sag Cap, that you're very aware of, and you're just waiting for all these things to really open up. I just think that whoever you're dealing with, they just keep giving you all these proposals and all these other things that you just don't feel that you want to be committed to. You're saying, that's not where my commitment is. Those are bad deals. Those are shady deals. Those are things that I don't want to be committed to. And that's really what it feels like with the Emperor, or with the Hierophant. It's like, that's not a blessing. That's shady. So I do feel like, they're trying to, do something that is not very good for you at the moment. Whatever the situation is, you're saying that's a bad deal. So watch out for the bad deals this month, in the beginning of the month, because it does feel like you're kind of like being pulled in two different directions. You know that this person over here who could be, this Scorpio over here has really good deals for you. And then you have this Aquarius over here who's kind of shady and trying to get, it could be like quick money or something like this. But they want to offer you things that are not good. So be careful of con men and, those quick talkers. Because those quick talkers are the dirty walkers, because everything they're doing has got some kind of underlining meaning that doesn't move, and sometimes they do. Sometimes they do move you way up high, but somewhere you're going to fall, right? Everybody knows this. It's not good deals. So where you're on the high road and you're taking the high road and you're cutting through all the stuff that you don't want, and the communication that you have is wonderful, you still feel a little frustrated though, because this frustration energy is still not gone, because it does feel like they're still trying to, they're still trying to push you into this area over here that is Not going to bring in anything. Why? You know, maybe you're in a partner business. Maybe it's your partner. Maybe this, you know, King of Swords is your partner, and they're like, but we have to do this for so-and-so and do that. So for some of you, I do feel like it could be a partnership. But it just feels like there are a bunch of bad deals. So, you know, it's almost like they're trying, it almost feels too like they made a promise. They made a promise about the situation. Now they have to back out of this deal. And with you, you're kind of not caring about the situation because you have other things that you're looking at. So you have more strong, you know, purposes and principles going on around you and more strong deals. But it does feel like all of a sudden they have to come to you now, Sag Cap, and say, well, I had to back out of that deal now. Because, you know what? Hey, look, it was because there were shady tactics. It was dishonesty. They're used to making the money that they're making, and it kind of backfired. But look, you already kind of intuitively seen that. You already said, hey, I see that this is going to be bad. That's why I didn't do it. Yeah. So maybe it was a shady deal with them, or just the whole situation, right? So you're investing your time, your money, and if you're ready to invest towards about the 13th or the 14th, my friends, that would be a great time to invest right there just before or around St. Patrick's Day. Okay, because now it's saying, you know, that your investment area, it's a great time to save money. This is where your money can really build and really flow because you have a lot of things opening up towards you and a lot of business is really coming your way with the Knight of Wands. So, you know, like I said before, though, it felt like this, you know, and it felt like a Scorpio, but it also could be an Aries. But it feels like this Scorpio has a lot of work for you and things are really coming towards you. And you might even have a new business deal, maybe just, you know, maybe with an Aries as well. It does feel like the Queen of Cups, though, would be the same as the King of Swords. Expects you to take them with you to do this new deal. You have a brand new deal. A big one. I mean, huge. I mean, if it's time to invest and it's time to do things, and you have a lot of fruit coming in, right? A lot of harvest that's moving toward you. It feels like they are upset because they know that they just did this shady deal, but you moved past them and they're kind of upset about it because they're not a part of the program, right? So whoever, whatever the situation is for you, my friends, they're upset because they feel like you are kind of leaving them behind. You're traveling away from them. They're getting left in the dust over here. And this is because your intuition is saying no, because you did something that is so bad that there's no trust anymore, right? No matter what the situation is, I don't trust you anymore, King of Swords, within this situation. I'm better off doing it kind of on my own right now. And that's, maybe they were looking, like I said, for fast money or something. Or knowing that the plan was not going to go there, so maybe they signed paperwork or something to try to do something. Whoa, maybe they went around permits if you guys are doing some kind of construction or something. So if you know that, you know, you're dealing with someone, they're supposed to get permits to do this and that, they didn't get any permits. Man, you know, that's going to suck, though, especially if you know, housing permits and stuff, code enforcement come out. Next thing you know, shutting the whole project down, right? So take it how it resonates, but no matter what, you have more blessings coming in through the deals that you're doing and the work that you're doing, Sag Cap, than, wow, a lot. And it's going to give you a lot of decisions and a lot more open doors. So if you are looking for more clients and more clientele, they're coming towards you. Because no matter how it is, they're seeing what you're doing and more's flooding into you. Wow. So you're going to be taking all kinds of leaps and bounds and really changing this around for yourself. So whether it's your own business or you're working for a company, it doesn't matter how it is. But it does look like you're surrounded by these people who are coming in who want to be, you know, around you because you seem to be the guy, right? You seem to be the gal. Come talk to me, I'll help you out, right? So no matter what the business is, it doesn't matter. It's definitely career, it's definitely business, and it's definitely saying that you're moving in the right direction. Just be careful, this shady person, no matter who it is You know, if you own your own business and this is even someone you've hired who's doing some shady stuff behind your back or trying to get, you know what I mean? You might have to take care of that later, right? However it is. But yeah, definitely. Definitely. So it looks wonderful, and I see all kinds of opportunities opening up. It's just word of mouth is going around that, you know what, Sag Cap did this and they did that and they were so professional and they did great jobs. Okay, and inspiration of the day is, for the beginning of the month, avoid hateful thoughts as they are just as hurtful as physically striking someone. And that's because I see all this frustration. Queen of Wands upside down. You might even get so frustrated you actually get mad, right? With the Queen of Wands upside down. So it could literally go from frustrated to like PO'd, right? Like just completely. Because no matter what, they're doing things that they're not supposed to be doing, right? So now it just gets, maybe you're just overly irritated, right? Okay, my friends. And that was it for you. Until next time. Peace and love. Bye-bye.